Alright, hello and welcome to the Postgrad here. Today we're going to be talking about the Commonplace book, except, this is a binder. So up here we have August 2024, things to do and get. That's what that says there. This is the cover page. This is things to do. And just beyond that is things to get. Now, things to get, very short. This is also fairly short. So we're going to try to keep the video fairly short. So at the top, we've got Wednesday, laundry, and watch videos. So the Wednesday listing is sort of a guide as to what I do every single Wednesday, which is I get my laundry done because Wednesday used to be the day when pretty much nobody else was doing laundry. So I just get it done and there were no interruptions, which was fantastic. Up next was watch videos. Now, if my videos come out on Wednesday, that is the day to try and convince people to watch my videos. Although, you can wait a little bit longer than that. They don't need to watch immediately, although I do prefer it. But when this video comes out, it will probably be 2025, meaning I will be doing the insane gambit of one video every single day for the entire year. So that'll be Wednesday and the other 6 days of the week. So that brings us down to ideas to do. Combine all video production pages. I feel like I should have the pencil here, or my finger. Anyways, combine all video production pages into one section. So when I make a video, I'm not just recording it. I usually do a little bit of prep work. So I have this little page to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing today. Although I am kind of sick. But I got sick over a week ago, so the fact that I'm still sick is a little upsetting, but that does happen sometimes. Anyways, the whole point of that note is to combine all the pages into one section, because I have one for video ideas, another one for actually recording the video, another one for editing the video, and it's like, just put them all in one place. You know what I mean? So up next we have redo all videos before Commonplace as one review video, pre-channel focused. Yeah, so that's going to be the Commonplace diploma video, and that video is very difficult for me emotionally because that is the main reason I'm actually making the channel, and it is the thing that I seem to be absolutely incapable of getting done. So the strategy before I made this channel was to make two other channels, one in 2021, another in 2022, in which I would do whatever was the easiest to get done, to get myself comfortable with the process of making videos and watching them come out and, getting feedback on them and all the other nonsense that comes with actually running a YouTube channel. So for 2021, it was a gaming channel where I simply recorded the games I was already playing, as that way it would reduce the amount I was playing, and it would just fulfill a whole bunch of different needs at the same time. Like, my friends could also see what we had gotten up to. If they missed a game, they could see what happened. It made a record of what I was doing rather than just doing it. But really, it helped me figure out how to shrink down and focus on the most important parts of any given video. So that was quite helpful. The second one was mostly just going outside and being like, check out this plant. Surprisingly, that actually made, it actually got a lot of views. Apparently, all you gotta do is add a little name tag to a plant and say, this is Sarah the plant. Boom, 400 views. So, not really sure why, but people really love to personify the plants. So, I will probably be making that diploma video. It is like 2 or 3 sections back. I have all of it written out. I just feel if I present it right now, it will be very long, boring, tedious, and not actually add much compared to the original version. So I want to fix that up a little bit before I do that. So now we have short and channel description, what I'm doing, what I post, and a reason to watch. So those are all important things. What I'm doing is I'm working on a future education system that will exist in the 22nd century and beyond. The thing is, theory is all nice and good, but you gotta actually get it implemented. So what am I doing here? Because on this channel, I'm like putting out random Commonplace binder videos, but like, how am I actually getting people to understand my project if I won't even talk about it? And then how am I going to get the politicians to implement it? It's kind of ridiculous. When I post on Wednesdays, although for 2025, I will be posting daily, if possible. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to happen. I think I'm going to make it work. If you're curious as to how many things are coming out, you can always check the playlists, because I usually have things scheduled in them ahead of time. So as long as they're visible, it should say like 5 unavailable videos, which means probably have 5 videos that are supposed to come out in the future. A reason to watch. I don't always have a reason to watch in every single video, which is part of the reason why this channel probably doesn't have a whole bunch of views. This video, for real? Like, what is this? Oh, well, it's August 2024, things to do and things to get, and it's notable because I'm committing to using the binder title as the video title, which is kind of crazy. And if I keep doing that, I can probably spend the entire year just going through the binder. However, a reason to watch. That's what we're trying to solve. What is the reason to watch somebody else doing all of that? Well, you get to see someone doing something that isn't really being done, at least in this specific niche on YouTube. But beyond that, I'm not really sure, because I'm not really sure who's watching the videos, and it's kind of difficult to make things when I don't know who the target audience is. So, for example, when it comes to the gender of the people who watch the videos, up until yesterday, it said 100% female. Yesterday, some guy from Norway decided to watch like 20 videos. So I hope that was the person actually watching the videos rather than just clicking on them for 5 seconds each, as, you know, happened with somebody from Taiwan and somebody from Kazakhstan in the past. So really screws with the algorithm. But yeah, now somebody from Norway did it. And they had their gender visible, so now it says that, you know, there are more videos that have been watched by men than by women. So I really don't know what's going on, and the analytics are rather limited in that regard, especially with 51 subscribers. Although I am very happy to have 51, so thank you. Reason to watch, I guess you're just keeping up with what I'm doing. So once again, thanks for that. Now down here, we've got look at my best videos and use those to make better videos. Copy, but twist. So one thing I was thinking about doing was grabbing the titles of the 2 most popular videos, turning that into a new video. Although there are certain subjects which I believe will get lots of views if I can properly execute them. So the top video on the channel is Commonplace Book Binder. Now the reason for that is, there are many reasons for that. So one, I believe, is that it was a unique video at the time when it came out, and so a bunch of people clicked on it because they were like, what the heck is this? Another reason is I am trying to brand the channel as a Commonplace binder channel, and there's only one of those. So if people show up and they're like, what the heck is that? They will click on that specific video. Another reason for it is it's simply the top video, and so sometimes when people will click on a new channel, they will simply click on whatever is the most popular video, as if that one's not good, why would any of the other ones be good? Right, so which things would I be copying? Well, I made a video called Commonplace Book for School, which was quite bad. And in it, pretty much all I said is that each student should have access to a Commonplace book, because it doesn't make any sense that we're going to school, taking all these individual classes that don't connect to each other, and we have no ability to actually bring any of the knowledge with us. So we're showing up, taking a test, getting a grade, and then moving on, or sometimes even redoing it, which is just so dumb. We're missing all of the knowledge that we're supposedly picking up, and it's like, oh, you should remember, and you should do something other than just study for your test, but there's no benefit because we don't get to bring our notes with us. I just think that's really dumb. So what I advocate for in that video is increasing the number of pages that a student can bring with them from class to class, including, tests and quizzes and all the other nonsense, by 1 page per year. So that means if we started this year, it'd be 1 page in 2025, 2 pages in 2026, 3 pages in 2027. And so at the beginning, students would probably focus on whatever is the most challenging for them. So if they struggle with chemistry class, they'll probably have a periodic table. The year after that, they'll probably realize they don't need the entire periodic table. So they'll eliminate like half of it, because I assume most of the people aren't required to know exactly everything about plutonium. Although a lot of schools will require that someone knows the atomic mass of hydrogen. Although, personally, I also find that quite silly. We made the chart, and we're supposed to use it, and what sort of scientist would never actually consult their notes before making important calculations? Maybe I just don't know anything about science. It's very possible that everybody's just YOLOing it. Or it could be that the tests are set up that way for the people in very awkward operational situations, like being an astronaut. And the tests are actually only designed for a very small fragment of the workforce, but one that needs to operate in that way, regardless of the damage it does to the rest of the education system. So Commonplace book for school, that's important as a concept. I need to push that more, especially as it is an integral part of my education program. But there are a bunch of other things like personal knowledge base, which simply do not have a person dedicated to making videos on that subject. So there is no channel for Commonplace binders, except there is now. There's me. But here's the thing. Nobody really cared about the Commonplace binder before I was making videos on it, and they still don't really care, because that's the thing. Some topics just don't get a lot of views. Now, when it comes to personal knowledge base, that does get a lot of views. There are some videos that get over 100,000 views, but there is no dedicated channel for that, which drives me absolutely crazy. So one thing I should probably try and do is make videos on I keep going back to the Commonplace binder, but I really need to make some videos on personal knowledge bases, because I tried making one on my channel from 2022 and another one from 2023, which is this channel, and both those videos got more than 60 views. So if they're getting more videos, or if they're getting more views than average on both channels, and if there's no dedicated channel for it, I should probably just make the videos, as that is my fastest path to financial stability. But for some reason, I just can't convince myself to do it. So we're going to move on from that point, because apparently I just want to talk about it. So when not working on binder work on my hidden PKB for ideas. So this is once again talking about PKB. Now on my computer, I do have tens of thousands of pages of notes, which is an insane thing to say, but I do actually have that many. Problem is, I do not review them very often. And the whole point of having a personal knowledge base or a Commonplace book is to put stuff in a place and review it. So I'm kind of failing on that in that regard, and I want to make this video making process a way to actually review the stuff, as I can either make videos or I can review my old information. So if I can make videos on my old information as a way to review it, that will be very beneficial for the videos and for myself. So for myself, because I will actually know what the heck I'm writing down, and for the videos, because I write down more than anybody else I know. So if I'm writing down literally everything, then I can make videos on literally anything. Although realistically, it's not literally everything, even if it is everything I happen to look at on a given day. So make a bit on each section in PKB to see what works. So I do have at minimum 26 different projects that I'm working on at any given time. So this channel is a project. The other 2 YouTube channels are individual projects. So that would still mean I have 23 other projects. And that's a lot. Those are all, projects in motion. I have stuff related to them. They have goals. I should really be making videos on all of those things, even if it's only 1 video per year. Now, speaking of videos per year, we also have videos per, We have special videos that come out. Not necessarily special because of the contents inside, but because of the number video. Now, in terms of videos that I have scheduled, that I have queued, that I have released on this channel, I have, I believe, 92 videos. Now, I'm not totally sure about that. Could be I uploaded something and then I deleted it. Could be YouTube might be sort of glitched, but I need to make sure that the 100th video, which comes out about 8 videos from now, but I have been recording like 3 or 4 videos today, including this one. So it might be more like 5 videos from now. I need to make sure that that video is a really good video, because the 100th video seems to get pushed by a lot of people across their channels and across YouTube. So I don't know if that's simply because it's the 100th and people put a lot of effort into it, or if it's because the algorithm realizing, oh crap, this person made 100 videos, we need to push their stuff to make sure they don't leave the site and that they keep posting. There could be other reasons, but I think those two are the most likely. And I need to make sure that the video is really good. So I don't know what I'm going to make it on. I don't know when I'm going to make it, but I do have to make sure that it is solid at the very least. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to make it on. Now, lastly, for things to do, or ideas to do, make videos differently based on playlist. So I have a whole bunch of different plan pages and a guide as to how to make videos for myself, but I don't necessarily make the videos in a different way, which is kind of a problem, because if they're designed for a different audience, I should probably be making them in a different way. Now, this sort of video, where it's just top down, where I'm not in the picture, where there's not a whole bunch of movement, this sort of thing could work more like a podcast. So I should probably have good audio quality, which, you know, being sick doesn't really help with. And I should probably have a whole bunch of other things going on that are specifically dedicated to this top-down view, which is very different than a video on data. If I have a data video where I focus on the thumbnails, maybe I should even show some of the thumbnails that I'm actually talking about. Or, I don't know, I could actually show the data. So it might be that when presenting the data, I need to actually show it on the computer, so I can highlight everything and have a whole bunch of fancy editing so that people can actually see the numbers, read everything clearly, and know what the heck is happening. Now, that would also be far less time consuming for me, assuming I can figure out how to record on the computer rather than, you know, like this with my phone. But I'm not really sure. And we're going to move on to the next page, because this video has gone on for quite a while. Things to get. Paper, more. Write down where it comes from. Yeah, so the thing is, I'm basically just taking paper from the residence I am in right now. So I do have the ability to take paper at any time, and I don't have to pay for it, which is quite nice. But I kind of want to know, you know, where it's coming from, how much it costs, what size it is, all the other details, just in case my supply somehow disappears or vanishes or has a disruption of any kind at any point. And it would be good to be comfortable with the process of buying paper if I am going to be using paper. So, the last thing on the list is better software for editing videos. So, right now and always, I have been relying on whatever apps happen to be on my computer. Now, that's not great from a video editing perspective, and it's part of the reason why I have so many videos that are visually boring or understimulating. So right now, I can wave my hand around. That's about it. I do not know how to put words on screen, so it'd be very nice to add subtitles, as that way I could actually just guide somebody along. Now, I could spend a whole bunch of time making the actual subtitles work along with the video rather than auto captions. That'd be nice, but that's a pretty big time commitment, and I really don't want to do that. So if you do have some sort of disability that makes it very difficult to listen, and you rely on the captions, I'm very sorry, because I will not be prioritizing those, at least right now, unless there's like a ridiculous amount of demand for that. I also don't really know which color they would be. They'd be like yellow or white. Could be other colors, I suppose, but I think it'd probably just be white captions, And I think I'm just going to rely on the auto captions. But this is just one of the problems of having a new YouTube channel. There's so many things that aren't done yet. And I can prioritize a whole bunch of different things and make massive progress. But, you know, like, this is better software for editing videos. Like, I kind of need to do that. So, you know, it might make all my ums disappear. That would be quite nice. Or maybe people like to hear the ums. Maybe it sounds more like a person and they're tired of AI and stuff that's called AI, and they just want to hear a person. So maybe the ums actually sound better. I'm not really sure. This is more of an analog community, as far as I know. But if I make videos on personal knowledge base, they probably don't want to hear all the uhs, ums, and whatever else, because they are making sort of digital brain, at least as many of the people in the communities seem to understand it. Although, I don't know if I would really call it a brain, and my computer screen shut off. So, as 2 of my 3 light sources are gone, I believe now is a good time to end the video. So thank you for watching. I guess if you want to see the plan page, it's right here. Just cover in the pencil. That's kind of silly. And yeah, I'm not sure what's next. So I guess you'll see it when you see it. Okay, bye.